Hey there, welcome back to Profit to the Max. If you're a savvy treasure hunter, or if you just love a good deal, you're in for a treat today. In this video, I'm going to reveal 13 incredible items that I managed to snag at estate sales and yard sales. And trust me, the profits I made will blow your mind. From hidden gems to unbelievable bargains, this is a journey you won't want to miss. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this great haul. So picture this. I'm strolling through this estate sale, sipping on my own cup of joe, when I see this gleaming coffee beast sitting there, the DeLonghi Eletta Cappuccini Espresso Machine. And the price tag? Just $40. Can you believe it? I was in coffee heaven and I knew I had to snatch it up. Estate and yard sales are a goldmine for hidden treasures, especially in the kitchen. People often don't realize the value of their coffee machines, and you might just strike gold like I did. Know the brands. DeLonghi is a reputable brand, and that's a big clue. Generally, you want to be on the lookout for well-known brands like DeLonghi, Nespresso, Jura, and Psycho. They tend to hold their value and sell like hotcakes. Check the condition. Give the machine a good look over. Make sure it's clean, all parts are there, and it's in working order. Sometimes a minor issue can be fixed easily, but you don't want any expensive surprises. Look for machines that come with accessories like milk frothers, grinder attachments, and extra filters. The more extras, the more valuable it can be. Now let's talk about the moolah, the cha-ching, the sweet profits. I got my DeLonghi Eletta Cappuccini Espresso automatic machine for $40, but I'm planning to list it on eBay for around $600. Yep, that's right, $600. These cappuccino machines can fetch a pretty penny, and people are willing to pay for the convenience of their daily caffeine fix. But here's the kicker. They sell quickly and for great profit, so the moment you find a gem like this, get it listed ASAP, or you'll miss out on those espresso enthusiasts looking for a great deal. On this next item, I stumbled upon this stunning 23-inch long African wood hand-carved elephant wall decoration. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the $1 price tag on it. Yes, you heard me right, just $1. The seller probably had no idea what they had on their hands. Now, let's talk about why this find is so remarkable and why you should keep an eye out for them. These pieces can be worth a pretty penny, and here's why. Unique craftsmanship, African wood masks, and wall art are often hand-carved by talented artisans who pour their heart and soul into creating these beautiful pieces. The intricate details and unique designs are a testament to their craftsmanship. African masks and wall art often carry cultural and spiritual significance. Collectors and enthusiasts value these items not just for their aesthetics, but for the cultural and historical stories they tell. Authentic African wood pieces are not something you come across every day. Their scarcity can drive up the demand and price. Now, here's a tip for finding good ones. When you're out hunting for these treasures, pay attention for hand-carved pieces made from genuine wood. The quality of the carving and the level of detail are essential indicators of value. Masks or wall art with distinct and striking designs tend to fetch higher prices. Buyers are often looking for something that stands out. If you can trace the history or origin of a piece, it can significantly increase its value. Sometimes, having a bit of background information can make all the difference. And let's not forget the best part. They sell like hotcakes on eBay. People are always on the lookout for unique and culturally rich home decor items. So I wasted no time in listing my elephant mask for $75 on eBay, with free shipping included. The demand for these items is pretty high and they can sell quickly, which means you can turn a fantastic profit in no time. Now this men's Remington MS-2200 micro screen rechargeable electric shaver. I snagged it for a jaw-dropping $5. Now, here's the deal. Electric shavers can be a goldmine if you keep your eyes peeled, but not just any shaver will do. The real gems are the vintage, high-quality ones like this Remington. They're durable, collectible, and can fetch some serious moolah. So, here's my pro tip. Look out for brands like Remington, Norelco, and Braun. Those classic names are always a good bet. And remember, if you see one with its original box or accessories, cha-ching! I already listed this bad boy on eBay for $125 with free shipping included. These things sell quickly, and the profit margins are great! Now this is an awesome 80s gem. A Sharp radio cassette tape player, model QT5L portable boombox. I snagged it for just $8. Yep, $8 measly dollars. And guess what? I've already listed it on eBay for $115 with free shipping included. Cha-ching! But let's not keep this all to myself. I want to let you in on a little secret. Keep your eyes peeled for vintage portable boombox cassette players like this one, because some of them can fetch a pretty penny, trust me. It's not just about nostalgia, it's an investment. Now you might be wondering, which types are worth more? Well, let me spill the beans. Look for well-known brands like Sony, Panasonic, and Sharp. And keep an eye out for those models that have unique features like graphic equalizers, colorful designs, or even quirky shapes. They can be worth even more. But here's the golden nugget of wisdom. When you're hunting for these vintage beauties, check for working components. Make sure the tape deck, radio, and any built-in speakers are in good condition. Nobody wants a boombox that can't boom, right? And here's my pro tip. Don't forget to look in the nooks and crannies of thrift stores, garage sales, or estate sales. You'll be amazed at the hidden gems you can find, just like this one. Lastly, they're not just a blast from the past, they're a ticket to some serious profit. So start digging, folks! This next gem is a vintage quick-shot arcade stick for the Super Nintendo game system, model No QS 186. I saw it sitting there with a $10 price tag, so you know I had to snatch it up quicker than you can say retro gaming. Now, I'm not just here to brag about my killer find, but to drop some knowledge bombs on you. Vintage arcade sticks are a hot ticket item right now. They're like the hidden treasures of the gaming world. Some of them can go for serious dough, and it's not just because of the nostalgia factor. The ones that are worth more tend to be those from well-known brands and for popular consoles, like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Atari. And here's a little pro tip for all of you aspiring treasure hunters out there. Look for arcade sticks with their original boxes and in good condition. Collectors go crazy for that kind of stuff. I got my quick-shot arcade stick up for sale on eBay for just $60, and I'm throwing in free shipping just to sweeten the deal. Who can resist a killer joystick that lets you relive those classic gaming moments? On this next item, I stumbled upon not one, but two first edition Spellfire Master, the Magic Dungeons and Dragons card game decks. And guess what? I snagged them for just $1 each. Yep, you heard that right, $1 each. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing my happy dance all the way to the checkout counter. But here's the real scoop, my friends. Vintage game trading cards are a gold mine waiting to be discovered. Whether it's Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon, or Magic the Gathering, there's money to be made in those dusty old card decks. The trick is to know what to look for and where to find them. So what makes these cards so valuable? Well, it's all about rarity and demand. First edition cards like my Spellfire Master the Magic decks can command some serious cash. And if you're lucky enough to score one that's in mint condition, you're in for a real treat. Keep an eye out for cards with unique artwork or limited print runs. These are the ones that collectors are drooling over. Plus, don't forget to check for holographic or foil cards. Those shiny ones are often worth a pretty penny. And the best part? Vintage game cards tend to sell quick. Just like I did with my Spellfire decks. You can list them for a sweet profit and watch them fly off the virtual shelves. I found this next item going through an old dusty box of records, and what do I find? A vintage brand new sealed Boston Pops Arthur Fiedler Grand Canyon Suite vinyl record, and it only cost me 50 cents. Now here's the kicker. I've already listed it on eBay for a whopping $95 with free shipping included. That's right, a 50-cent investment turned into a huge profit. Cha-ching! But here's the secret sauce, folks. When you're out there hunting for vintage vinyl, you need to know what's valuable. It's not just any old record. Sealed ones are where the real treasure's at. And guess what? Classical and jazz records often fetch top dollar, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Here's a pro tip. Check the condition, the rarity, and the artist. Mint condition is your best friend, and if it's a limited edition or a well-known artist, you're in the money. And remember, the older, the better. The vinyl game isn't just about luck, it's about knowledge and strategy. So do your research, know your stuff, and don't be afraid to haggle at those yard sales. Who knows, you might be the next lucky person to strike gold in the form of a vintage vinyl. On this next piece, my pretty girlfriend was rummaging around an estate sale. And what does she come across? This stunning vintage Desimone Italian hand-painted tile. It's a real gem, measuring 6 inches by 6 inches, and it features this absolutely gorgeous design of a fisherman catching an octopus. Now here's the kicker, folks. She snagged this masterpiece for just $5. $5! And what did she do next? Well, she's got a keen eye for this stuff, so she threw it up on eBay for $61, and with free shipping included, that's a nice chunk of profit right there. So here's the deal. If you want to score big like this, you need to be on the lookout for vintage art, especially hand-painted pottery. But not all pottery is created equal. Some types are worth more than others. For example, Italian pottery like this Desimone piece can be a good score. To recognize high-value pottery art and vintage hand-painted tiles, pay attention to the details. Look for intricate designs, vibrant colors, and the artist's signature. It's all in the details, folks. This next item she stumbled upon was this charming vintage Royal Elegance porcelain Collie Hutchenreuther Chien dog. Yep, quite a mouthful, I know, but trust me, it's worth it. The best part? She snagged it for just $4. She's flipping it on eBay for a cool $191 and with free shipping. Cha-ching! Now it's not in pristine condition. It's got a teeny tiny chip on its right ear. But does that matter? Not really, because there's a lesson here, folks. You need to be on the lookout for vintage porcelain figures like this Royal Elegance gem. But how do you know which ones are worth more than just pocket change? Well, let me spill the tea. First, it's all about the brand. Royal Elegance is a real head-turner, and certain brands like Hutchenreuther are a guarantee for quality and value. If you spot one, grab it. But here's a nifty tip. To recognize high-value porcelain figures, always look for intricate details, vibrant colors, and the magic word, hand-painted. The more details, the better, folks. You want your porcelain piece to scream craftsmanship. Now remember, porcelain pups like this can go for good money, even with minor flaws. It's all about presentation. So take some great pictures, describe it well in your eBay listing, and watch the bids roll in. On this next item, she spots this rare beautiful mother and baby bronze sculpture at an estate sale we went to. Well, I happened to spot it first, but being a great boyfriend I am, I let her flip this one. But here's the thing, we couldn't find the exact artist's name. But don't let that discourage you. You see, bronze sculptures, even without a famous name, can fetch a pretty penny. She snagged it for just $22 and currently selling it for $181 with free shipping on eBay. And guess what? Giving her some amazing profit. 'Cause of me! If you're on the hunt for similar treasures, keep an eye out for bronze sculptures, especially if they have intricate details and quality craftsmanship. The type that's worth more tends to be those depicting human figures, animals, or intricate abstract designs. So if you spot one of these, don't hesitate. Here's a pro tip. Recognizing high-value bronze sculptures often comes down to the fine details. Check for intricate textures, the quality of the casting, and any signatures or markings on the base. While famous artists can skyrocket the value, even unsigned pieces can be worth a pretty penny, so don't walk past that unmarked bronze without giving it a second glance. And here's the best part, folks. Bronze sculptures can potentially be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, so you can possibly profit to the max. This next item is going to make your jaws drop and your wallets pop. But before we dive into the details, do me a solid and hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss any of my awesome eBay adventures. So, I spot this old antique Chinese Buddhist hand-carved manuscript wood printing block. It was laying on top of some old books, looking all ancient and mysterious. I couldn't believe my luck when I saw the price tag of $14. And on half day off, made it only $7. Double whammy. I listed it on eBay for $300 with free shipping included. Cha-ching! And guess what? It sold in just 2 days. Profit to the max. But it's a testament to the incredible value of antique Asian hand-carved manuscript print blocks. So here's the scoop, folks. Keep your eyes peeled for these gems at estate sales, thrift shops, or even your grandma's attic. You'll want to look for intricate craftsmanship, historical significance, and of course, rarity. The more detailed and unique, the better. Those are the ones that can fetch you some serious moolah. Now let me drop a small tip on you. Research. The more you know about Asian antiques, the better you'll be at spotting the real treasures. And always get items authenticated when in doubt. You don't want to end up with a dud. This is another epic find. An old grasshopper PRCA World Champion Bull of the Year belt. Buckle by Montana silversmiths. And guess what? I picked it up for only $25. I'm not kidding, this thing is a treasure. It's got that vintage Western charm that collectors absolutely adore. And here's the best part. I currently have it up for sale on eBay for $495. Yeehaw! Now why am I sharing this find with you? Well, because I want you to keep your eagle eyes peeled for these fantastic Western belt buckles. Champion rodeo belt buckles, vintage Western belt buckles. They can all be hidden gems that rake in the big bucks. Rodeo Champion belt buckles, those that proudly boast the titles like PRCA World Champion Bull of the Year, are absolute gems. These are the unicorns of the belt buckle world, and collectors are willing to fork over some serious cash to own a piece of history. But here's a pro tip. Not all vintage belt buckles are created equal. Look for limited editions, rare designs, or any with notable events and sponsors. They're like the Holy Grail. And the bigger, the better, folks. Large, intricate buckles often fetch more than the smaller, simpler ones. Now, this beauty right here, the Epson SureColor P800. I snagged this bad boy at an estate sale for just $250, and guess what? I flipped it on eBay for a whopping $1,149.95. Cha-ching! Now that's what I call max profit. The key is to keep your eyes peeled for high-end inkjet HD ink printers. Trust me, they're quick sells. I listed this baby and boom, it was gone within a week. Epson, Canon, HP, and Brother. They're quick flips. When you're out hunting, check for printers that offer wide format printing and HD ink capabilities. That's where the money's at. Now, a little tip for my savvy eBay warriors. Test these bad boys on the spot. Fire them up. Make sure they're singing the sweet song of successful prints. You don't want to be stuck with a dud and end up selling it for parts instead. And negotiation, my friends, is an art. I managed to shave off $50 from the $300 price tag. A little charm goes a long way. Keep your eyes open for those high-end printers, and remember the big names: Epson, Canon, Brother. Test them on the spot, negotiate like a pro, and watch the profits roll in. So there you have it, my top 13 profitable estate sale and yard sale finds. I hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as I did. From vintage treasures to incredible bargains, it's always an adventure out there. Remember, with the right strategies and a keen eye, you can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. But this is just the beginning. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I've got even more exciting estate sale and resale adventures coming your way, not to mention reselling tips for eBay, Etsy, and Amazon resellers. I want to hear about your amazing finds too, so don't forget to drop a comment below and share your stories with the community. Hope you've picked up a nugget of wisdom or at least a chuckle from my video today. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride, and until next time, happy hunting and may your bargains be ever in your favor.